Well, you know what they say, if you can't settle it on the field, you go to the courts. Florida State lawyering up for a battle bigger than any bowl game. And as WRAL's Brian Murphy explains, this could decide the future of the sport.
Today, we've reached a crossroad in our relationship with the ACC.
Florida State filed a complaint in Tallahassee against the ACC on Friday.
I would say our actions today are less about the events of the last 2 weeks and far more about the actions of the ACC leadership over the past 10 years and what confronts FSU and the ACC over the next 13 years.
Florida State says the ACC's exit fees would cost $572 million for the school to leave the conference. But the school believes those penalties are unenforceable. If successful with its complaint, Florida State could leave the ACC without paying a dime.
So if the court determines that it's an unreasonable penalty, it doesn't attempt to reform the penalty and say, well, $570 million is too much, but we think $20 million is a number or any other number. Instead, the court invalidates the penalty and it is zero. There is a zero penalty at that point.
The ACC says not so fast and filed its own complaint Thursday in North Carolina. Commissioner Jim Phillips released a statement saying all ACC members, including Florida State, willingly and knowingly re-signed the current grant of rights in 2016, which is wholly enforceable and binding through 2036. The ACC believes it's not hindering Florida State's on-field success, including this year's 13-0 football season and a slew of championships in other sports. But for Florida State, seeing its rivals in the SEC and Big Ten get richer and richer while the ACC's TV deal remains relatively flat?
It is a simple math problem, a very clear math problem.
And it's a fight for the survival of the ACC. No doubt other schools are watching to see what happens with Florida State before plotting their own potential exits. Brian Murphy, WRAL.